We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That is not easy to do in this league. Consecutive, chunk, explosive plays through the air. This defense is reeling. They're on their heels.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Quickly into the hands of Evans. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 38-yard line.
2nd down, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City! Well, we knew coming into this one, this offense was going to have the advantage on paper, Brock. And they are executing early, slicing through one of the league's worst defenses on that first possession.
The numbers on paper, they're just that. They're on paper. But they do at times help give you some confidence going into a matchup like this. And, well, this offense, they made that defense look like they've looked all year.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. He's going to the air. Klubnik. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Klubnik now. Look at that power, deep left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. He gets him the first, past the 30. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to throw Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Hit there is forced out. Gain of about 15 before it. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker, the second score that he has brought in this season. An extra point from Butker is up and good. And it's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Lets another one go. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
Second down. Here's Klubnik. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The deep pass comes up big. 33 yards.
First down, Jets.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now it's Klubnik. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Klubnik now on second. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Chiefs will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes gets everything he has under this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And this already 21-point game here in the first.
Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going for it again. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did, too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down. Well, the opponents made quite the statement in just one play on their opening drive, Brock, and these guys tried to answer, just couldn't connect.
That's right. Not quite as easy as the other side made it look, and here's where you got to be a little bit careful. You can't get caught up in just trying to match the pace or the efficiency on the other side. You got to make sure you stick to your plan.
He has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up. Well, they certainly needed to make some adjustments from last week, Brock, but one thing they didn't need to adjust, they just needed to emphasize again, was his involvement.
And as good as he was in that game, Kate, couldn't get the win, so you know what he wants. More.
First down from the 42. Throwing, Klubnik. Connects with his back, Hall. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. From the red zone now. And this will hit the ground, incomplete. He had it for a moment, but that hit, boy, it jarred it loose. That's going to bring up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Looking to throw, Klubnik. Catch made. And in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson. Up to 9 now on the year. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. So they'll decline this and take the results. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So that brings up second down.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Walker now from the gun. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Great work to keep this play alive, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kenyon Sadiq, his 6th receiving touchdown of the year. York able to connect on the point after. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Chiefs 21, Jets 14.
Wow, down by just a score, a lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And into the end zone he goes as the onside kick backfires in massive fashion, adding to the lead instead. Butker is good on the point after. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Chiefs 28, Jets 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Nick's going to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. They kept him contained to this point, Brock, but you knew that wasn't going to last forever. Finally breaks through with his first catch of our game before halftime.
You know, I like to say to you with these running backs, you got to hit them before they get started. Well, when you're facing receivers this productive, and you've seen it through this first half, don't let him get going. And defensively, you better hope this doesn't get him started.
One caught by Mitchell. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The deep pass comes up big. 32 yards.
Jets first down.
Here is Klubnik, first down. And he's up to 9 of 15 passing after that last completion. Checks it down the hole. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it's going to be a New York first down.
It's a gain of 20.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Klubnik setting up first down, and he has eclipsed 200 passing yards, and we haven't even reached halftime yet. He's going to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice first and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Klubnik. Center of the end zone finds his man. Touchdown, New York. Adonai Mitchell, the 13th for him this season. York tacks on the extra points. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Chiefs 28, Jets 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Evans now to return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line. Points hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gaining limited to a couple.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And it's going to be first down Chiefs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Walker on first down. Past midfield to the 45. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he gets home. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kenneth Walker, his second in the game, doubling his season total. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Klubnik. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
Mitchell. A gain of 26 yards. First down, New York.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Klubnik now. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
22 yards.
The Jets take their first time out. Here is Klubnik, first down. And he's now 14 of 24 on the football in this game. Pass is cut at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. From the red zone on first. Oh, no, they get him yet again. How about this? I think that's going to be a safety. Talk about a couple of wild twists over the course of just one play.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. And not the way to follow up that safety. They send the free kick out of bounds. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. He's going to the air. Klubnik. Wow, unbelievable effort on that one-handed grab. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down, New York.
Klubnik setting up first down. And he's crossed 300 yards in this opening half after that last completion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. To the air, Mahomes. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's the final play of our first half. On third down, Walker. Gets him the first past the 35. Has room down the left sideline. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
mentioned a showman, put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, the receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
For the two-point conversion.
Now it's Mahomes. And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires.
23. Jets, 23.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits his running back. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that gives New York the first.
And the Jets first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Now it's Klubnik. Ball's got it again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's a good-looking play by the Clemson rookie. And it gets him a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing Klubnik. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And there it is. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
4 touchdown games for a rookie QB. Not an exclusive list, Brock, but definitely a limited one. And the guys who can join us, they normally go on to start for a good long time in this league.
Because those guys, the game is just never too big for them. Exactly what we felt watching this today. And it just infuses that organization with so much hope.
And the Chiefs cover off the kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice game.
This is Walker on 2nd. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He gets it again to Walker. And they answer. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker, the 2nd of this game for him. Mahomes leads his troops to the line. Going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Flush down now to his left. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partners. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Klubnik. He beams one, deep right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponents celebrate the end zone.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Klubnik's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 30 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Klubnik sends this to the end zone. Has a man, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd of the year. York now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead reduced a bit. It's now at 21.
Jets 37.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. And the Chiefs cover up the kick.
So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
Mahomes on the move, headed right. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker to try the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they pad their lead by 1.
Chiefs 65. Jets 37. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Klubnik. Look at that power, deep left side. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Klubnik now on 2nd. Connects with his back. Hall. There's the tackle. This play goes for 29 before it, though. And that's going to be good for a Jets 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Here's Klubnik now. Taking a chance to the end zone. This is going to be caught. The heave connects. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Breece Hall, his 2nd of this quarter. York now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead reduced a bit. It's now at 21. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. Will get it at the edge of the red zone as he goes out of the 20.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Chiefs.
2nd down. Here's Klubnik. And he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, is you say that. I can still feel soreness in my neck, in my ribs, in my back after games like this where you just get hit a bunch.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. It's caught by Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd in this game, matching his total from last week. York able to connect on the point after. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Chiefs 65, Jets 51.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Jump off caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I want to believe that is the last thing you want to see as a running back when you catch a short pass. That safety just screaming downfield at you. And he brings it down for a loss.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Pistol now for Mahomes. Gets it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and long for him here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is going to be a tough one. 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to the air. Klubnik. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that's going to be 1st down Jets. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now it's Klubnik. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we put everything he's got behind it. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy. 3 in this game, now 7 for the season. The extra point from Butker is up and good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Jets 51. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Got to hurry this to the line.
38 yards on the play. And the Jets 1st down.
Throwing Klubnik. Pass caught. 9-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Kenyon Sadiq. 1st and goal, New York.
From the red zone now. And that will be a touchdown as they come through with a little fight there, Brock, at the end of what has been a struggle.
New York.
Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. The Jets are celebrating. We're waiting for the ruling. Yes, they recovered. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Klubnik. This one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Almost a one-play drive. They couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on 2nd down now. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Klubnik from the shotgun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. Now to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down. So a rare win for them in coverage there, Brock. Haven't found a lot of success stopping the pass at all game, but they finally take one away there.
One of the rare opportunities today with this group, on a contested ball, they actually knock it away.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Looking to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And now just outside the red zone as they come through on 4th down. At that distance, there was no hiding what they were going to do, Brock. And yet somehow, they still got it done.
Yeah, that's demoralizing defensively. I mean, there's just no other way to put it, and that is empowering offensively. Almost feel like you get a gift.
Klubnik's going to throw. Touchdown! Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Boy, I got middle field open or close. So I got a single eye or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because
and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Chiefs 75.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that Hands team, they were going to let their side down a 2nd time, that's for sure.
Good strike downfield to Kelsey. He stops finally after a gain of almost 30. And that earns Kansas City the 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They're going to pass it here. To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelsey, a 12-yard score. Butker to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
82. Jets 65. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lining up for one final snap. Here he goes, one final shot. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.